And then okay, so I'm gonna I see. No, it doesn't work. Okay. Then I guess the best way is to kind of go here. Yeah, that's fine.
Well, the good news is it's showing up on Facebook.
Okay, let me open here.
Yeah, I've got it on. So if we were doing this now is when you would start the countdown video.
So yeah, I'm gonna practice the steps, like taking the starting thing down and sharing the screen.
Yeah.
So if I hit mute, it mutes just me.
So on the actual night of the event, it'll just be me coming in.
Right. No, I know.
To start.
Yeah. Kind of one. Yeah. I guess I can. Okay. Fine. Bummer. Oh, I think I know it. I can. Okay. I'm gonna try something here.
So you can fast forward to the end of the video if you want.
Sorry. Let's do something else here. We're gonna try to create hold on. So in this case, it's gonna be just you.
Yeah.
How the okay, there you go.
Yeah,
So I kind of wonder, like, for example, if I remove myself from this,
I can't hear you anymore.
But if I know. But like, what I'm wondering is like, if I remove myself from the stream, if I can still operate the banners and stuff.
You should be able to. There we go.
Okay.
The interesting thing is, so I've got this on my Facebook thing right now, but it's not showing that we actually have any viewers.
Yeah.
Wow, look at that ugly mug. Holy cow.
Yeah, I love you too, man.
Hey, Neil, how you doing, man?
Excellent.
Good to
How are
see
you?
I'm very well.
Are you sitting in Calgary right now?
Sure am.
Yeah, I guess we don't go anywhere these days, right? So, of course, we're...
Well, I go to the bathroom, I go to my bedroom and the kitchen. That's it. Not in that order, but...
Well. Yeah, well, you're staying healthy, you and your family?
Yes, they're doing well. Yeah, they're very well.
Yeah, how's your wife doing?
She's doing extremely well. Yeah,
I'm
she's
glad to hear
doing
that.
very, very well. And yeah, her energy levels and everything it's really up there. So no, she's doing really well. We have only to praise God for that, for sure.
Oh yeah, and in these days, you know, anybody who's got a compounding health problems, you know, extra concern. So
yeah,
that's great. I'm glad to hear that.
No, she's doing very well.
How's your wife doing, Neil?
Excellent. Yeah, she keeps getting good results. They did like her 5th bone scan, you know, so on the upside, they're really watching. They're, of course, with cancer, they don't want it metastasized. So, but what they keep discovering is she's got arthritis, which isn't good news. But I think that's what alarms them. They see this and then they don't know if it's bone cancer or arthritis. So. But she's doing well, and we're just together all the time.
Learning how to do marriage so you could teach everybody else. How's the ministry doing in this season?
You know, we find ourselves being super busy because we committed, just like you guys are doing stuff online, we committed to doing different things online, and it's new prep, new content, learning some new things. It's been fun though. Like it kind of energizes our team. Like I think a lot of people on our team have really engaged in trying to figure it out. And so we're doing weekly webinar series. We started off with a mini conference. We're doing a weekly webinar series. There's nice uptake on that. And just like this, there's other organizations that you do podcasts with or video casts with. So really, you know, it's been good. It's been good. How about, you know, you guys have reimagined PK. How's that going, Kirk?
Yeah, it's busy, like you guys, but
everything's new, right?
Yeah, everything's new. It's kind of accelerated some timelines for us. We were going to do some stuff anyway later this year. So for us, it just accelerated some of those timelines. It's I think that, yeah, it's busy. I think that it's at times a challenge in terms of actually connecting or knowing if you're actually making a substantial difference. But I think that it's been the things we have done, I think, have been really good, and we've had lots of great testimonies from them. But you still, I think the distance thing, when you're used to being in a live event environment and you can kind of taste and see the difference real time, this makes it a little bit more difficult to be tangible.
Right. Yeah, I would acknowledge that too. We're used to the live feedback and interacting with it, drawing energy from it, learning from it.
Yeah.
Just guess we got to find other ways to get feedback. So we were on a video thing last night. So when we do our webinars, it's probably like we're going to be with this product. You can't see the viewers. We were on a Zoom call with the church last night, and they had all their people. And so we put it in grid view, and it was nice because you just had the screen full of all these couple faces, right? Like I think there's 25 boxes on each screen, and you could just, even that was nice. Like, oh, yeah, there's real people on the other side here.
Yeah. I know. Wait a minute. Are you a Habs fan? Oh my gosh. How on earth?
Are you going to rescind your invitation now?
Oh, how? Well, first of all, how are you still alive living on the West Coast and being a Habs fan?
Because they're fantastic. And actually right now they're quite harmless. They don't hurt anybody. So nobody really cares. They used to hate us when we were on top all the time, but now nobody really cares.
That's true. We just shrug their shoulders now.
Exactly.
Oh,
yeah.
Man.
Ever since I was a little kid, my dad was a hardcore Leafs fan, and really dressed me and my brother in Leafs gear and all that. And then we grew up to be both Habs fans. So my poor father.
You just did that to spite your dad?
I did not. I loved my father.
Oh man, that's hilarious.
I guess are you the obligatory Maple Leaf fan because you live in Ontario?
Well, it's funny because I grew up in the Lower Mainland, so like I was growing up in the Lower Mainland during the heyday of the Canucks in the 80s when they were going to Stanley Cup finals against the Islanders and all that kind of stuff. So it was, they were my childhood team, big time. But I think I've started to drink the Kool-Aid of Ontario, and it's my blood is turning more blue and white over time. So,
is this a good time for you to chip in and be a Flames fan, Mauricio, or do you care?
Well, I care. I'm kind of a social drinker kind of a guy, right? So I care when I'm socially, but individually, I don't care much. So for whatever reason, and you know what? Like growing up, that always made me feel less masculine. You know, the fact that I was not the stereotypical, cars and sports kind of guy. So, but I'm resolved now. I'm good.
It's going to be so fascinating just from a sociological point of view a year from now to assess some of the ongoing impact. But, one of the things for me, and I've been down this journey for a little while, is some of the stuff that you used to be more passionate about, you just don't care much anymore. Like will sporting fans come back at the same level? The hardcore will, but I think a lot of people go, yeah, you know what? I live fine without that. I live fine without going to games or watching games. Yeah, maybe I won't go back. For other people, it's a repressed need, and they'll go back, into the deep end. But I think a lot of things are going to shift. A lot of people are going to realize what they can live without.
Although I'm like, shaking because I need more sports. I'm like dying without sports.
Well, and April is like, March, April, you have March Madness, and you get into April and there's playoffs and baseball starts. And, there's a lot going on this spring season usually. But
I'm really realizing what an incredible waste of money my cable bill is without live sports.
Yep.
It's crazy. I just tried to reach out to Bill to find out if he's lost in cyberspace somewhere. So we'll give it a couple more minutes.
He lives in California. He's probably enjoying the nice weather and forgot about us.
Probably.
Bill. Well, I don't even have a cable bill right now. Strangely enough, we actually are moving houses. We started the ball rolling in January, made a deal to buy a house at the end of February together with our oldest son and his family. And then COVID hits, but God's been good and it's continued to play out fine. But so we're kind of in between houses and living with other people.
Wow, that sounds exciting. I can, when I was a kid, we used to have we had this family that lived with us for like 6 months, and they had 3 kids. And then there was the 2 of us in my family. It was chaos with everybody living together. But we really grew to love each other. To this day, they're like family to us. And, and they live out near you. They live out in Abbotsford area and Chilliwack and all that area.
Yeah.
But I could show up tomorrow morning and say, hey, I'm here to stay for a couple of days. And they'd go, okay.
Beautiful.
Yeah, it's amazing. Don't have that happen too often these days.
No, that's right. We are pretty independent, right? And actually, it's interesting to think about all the emphasis on we got to look after each other and be responsible for each other and think more communally. That runs counter to a lot of things that we believe in the West. Yeah,
absolutely. All right. Well, I don't know where Bill is, so I'll just, maybe you and I can just have a conversation, Neil, and then I'll follow it up with Bill later. So did you get my email in terms of the idea of like how the night would unfold?
Yeah, I did. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. What topic roundtable, that thing? Yeah.
Yeah.
Looks like a good format.
So is there a particular topic that you're thinking of that you'd like to just talk about for a few minutes to set the stage?
Well, when I read, what you put down about things that about the stress and about marriage. I mean, what came to my mind is I think that the stress is okay. Here's the metaphor that I came up with. Pressure bursts a pipe, and I think as the stress increases, either because of you're trying to run a business in these days, or you're trying to work from home, plus parent your kids in these days, or I don't know. There's many reasons why you'd have extra stress right now, but the quality of the pipe is going to determine how well we're handling the stress. And so, if some leaks are starting to show, I would encourage people to just take it as a diagnostic, like, yeah, okay, that's. Maybe that's something we got to attend to at least, and if not now, be patient about it now, and just say when life's simpler, maybe we got to do this. So the principle being, if people aren't experiencing difficulties in their home or their marriage right now, my suggestion is those predate COVID. They're just being revealed.
Yeah.
In these days. So learn from that. I don't mean that as a pejorative. I don't mean you're a bad person or you've had a bad family, but just like, okay, wow. How do I strengthen my family so that in times of stress? How do I strengthen my marriage so that in future times of stress, we don't leak? To use the pipe analogy.
Yeah.
So that's kind of where my thoughts were along.
Yeah, I think that's a great way. And with that kind of a setting, I actually might have you lead off in the night, because I think that can kind of set the tone for everything else that we might talk about as we go through the rest of the night. So the format will be, when you first log on, you won't be able to talk to us or hear us because of the way that the software works. You'll see us, like you can see things on the screen now, but you won't be able to talk or anything like that. Then what'll happen is I'll come on. I'm going to kind of introduce the night. And then I'll bring you and Bill in initially. We'll just do a little bit. We'll do a couple minutes of just a little banter, just to kind of establish some relationship and rapport with the audience. And then after that, I'll kind of kick you. I'll step back and kind of tee it up for you to do the initial talk. And then Bill and I will disappear from the screen. You talk for a few minutes, and then Mauricio is going to be doing the controlling in the back end, and then he'll put us back onto the screen for kind of a roundtable. And then the roundtable time, I view that as it's us talking between the three of us, and less interview style and more like if you, Bill, and I were sitting around having coffee together, talking about that particular issue, and we're just having a conversation around it.
And that'll be this kind of a screen where we can see each other.
Yeah. And
just to back up, you're saying, so originally I won't see or hear anything. Then you said you're going to come on and sort of introduce things. Will I be able to hear that introduction?
Yeah, you can hear. So, for instance, Mauricio, take me off the screen for a minute, like hide me, and you guys just hide. You got to hide me. You're on mute, buddy.
Okay, there you go.
Okay, so yes, you can hear. You can hear whatever's being shown live. You can still hear when you're not on the screen. Yeah,
it'd just be good to hear the introduction and how you pitch the night and whatever.
Yeah, and so so then I'll pass it on to you. You can talk for a few minutes and then bring us back in, and we'll have the roundtable discussion. I'm gonna talk a little bit about how the devil uses stress in marriage to tempt us as guys in different ways. In particular, I'm going to talk about how stress and exhaustion and a marriage that's having a tough moment is like a perfect recipe for temptations around pornography for a lot of guys.
Sure.
And so I'll raise that issue, and then I'll talk to guys. And then when we come back to the roundtable, we can talk about, so how do we, in stressful seasons, how do we pursue integrity? How do we pursue integrity? But also, how do we pursue even intimacy in these stressful seasons? Because, the guy's sitting there going, I really need sex. I'm stressed out. I really need sex. And she's probably going, I'm stressed out. I really don't want to have sex. And it's just this perfect storm.
Yeah, when I read again what you had sent out to us, that was one of the things that also popped up in my mind. I'm glad you're going to tackle that. Just that, and I know it's true for me and Cheryl, but we talk to a lot of people, and it's true for lots and lots of couples.
Yeah,
the one, and typically the guy, but the one finds sex as a great escape, and I just want to be intimate and alone and let the troubles of the world go away. Let's make love, and the other person can't make love until the stress goes away, and so then you have stress over the fact that you want really different things right now.
Yeah,
a lot of couples blow up over that, and then as you point out, the porn thing. We just did a podcast with these people on Tuesday, and he was saying the stats are pretty clear that porn use is way up to 61% in one country. I forget what it was.
Yeah, I've seen some stats on kind of the major porn sites, and they are just exploding in terms of the growth of use on those sites. So, yeah, I just think it's all a perfect storm for that stuff.
And the profound danger there is, it's not like, I was feeling lonely, so I ate a whole bucket of ice cream. Now it's gone. So, you know, that was one night and I ate too many calories and whatever.
Yeah.
But because it's addictive, this is like a gateway moment too, right?
That's
so
right.
yeah, it's where porn users go and use more. But if people haven't gone there before and they do start to use in these days, yeah, it doesn't bode well.
No. So I'll talk to that, and then we'll do some roundtable around it. So, and somewhere in the middle there, we'll have Bill talk.
Hey, so
if he shows up.
I had a question for you about, again, just logistics. So you throw to me, I speak. When I'm done,
yeah, just say
I
we're
go
gonna
back.
Yeah, just say we're going to bring Kirk and Bill back into the conversation, and that'll be Mauricio's cue to put us back on the screen.
Okay. Yeah, that's simple enough. So yeah, I'll just say something like that. Hey, you know, this would be a great time to involve Kirk and Bill. So yeah, we're going to bring it back, and then yeah, great, that's fine. I just didn't know if you know how that was going to go, but I can make that happen.
Yeah, there will be some times where Mauricio, you want to put up one of the announcements slides, the banners. So sometimes when we're engaged in our conversations, there's going to be these little announcements scrolling across the bottom of the screen.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Which rather than us doing kind of big promotion during the talk, we're just going to let these things slide. And if guys want to check them out during the show, they can do that. Mm-hmm. Okay. And we also have your slides will be up as part of a series of slides we're going to do before the broadcast begins. So as people are tuning in, they'll see that show a few times. Okay.
Bueno.
And we will give an opportunity towards the end for you and Bill to both just highlight a website to send people to, or to connect with your ministries. So
yeah, okay. This is what I have right now, familylifecanada.com.
Yeah, you're gonna have to move that from that location though.
Yeah, no, I know. I'm adjusting. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
And then for Bill, I have Lovewise.
Lovewise, yeah.
The slide we sent you, I thought was familylifecanada.live. That's where we're putting all our digital stuff.
Oh, is that right? Yeah, it is live actually, but I tried to access it, and it's not working. I thought it was just for a live event or something.
Yeah, no, it's should work.
But when I go to your familylifecanada.live, it doesn't. It shows as a private thing. It doesn't work.
That's a great question. No, Neil's looking too. He's like, what the heck's going on? You know what, Mauricio, you have to put www in.
Of course.
Actually, I don't. I just type familylifecanada.live in the bar, but.
Yeah. It's just saying that it's not secure. Okay.
Maybe it's your settings on your modem.
Settings on your yeah.
Because mine's coming up fine.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. You just have a super safe browser. They don't want you to go anywhere bad. And we do have it's so funny sometimes. Like I have Covenant Eyes on my devices and stuff, but you know, in my work, I mean, I will look up stuff that's got the word porn in it or whatever.
Yeah.
And your little filter thing goes off, and I'm just doing research, you know.
And your wife gets an email saying that you were looking up porn.
Right.
It's all good, but yeah, we have these filters and these blocks and whatever, and they're doing their job, but sometimes they're a little
annoying.
Block out things you should want to see anyhow.
So yeah, I think we're good. I'll go over this stuff with Bill as well, but I think we're set.
And I will promise you, I will not wear my Habs sweatshirt.
No, you should wear it.
And be prepared.
I think it'll divide the audience. Some people will love me, and some people will hate me. And
I know that's what's going to make it so much fun, because people are going to be able to make comments, and we're going to be able to see the comments, and even some of the comments Mauricio can post them on the screen so we can see some of the things that people are saying. So that's actually one of the things that one of the additional pieces to this is we are going to leave it a little bit open-ended for some people to be able to submit questions. And if there's a good question that comes in, Mauricio is going to have freedom to pop it up on the screen, and we'll be able to then we'll see it on the screen, and we'll be able to interact around a question that's coming from somebody who's watching the show.
Okay, so tell me again, it's next Thursday night.
Next Thursday night starts at 9 p.m. Eastern, which is 6 p.m. your time.
Okay. And are you going to send me a new link, or is this link still the one?
No, it'll be a new link.
Okay. And you want us on by when?
By about 5/2.
Okay.
You're fine. If you're on by 5/2, you're fine.
Sure. So I'll look for the new link sometime on Thursday, and that's what I'll plan on. And then is the window 60 minutes or what was the?
Yeah, it's about, I mean, if we go a few minutes over, it's no big deal, but it's about a 60-minute window. Yep.
Great.
All right. Good stuff. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, gentlemen. Good to see you both.
Yeah, good to see you, Neil, Seth, Sharon. Yeah.
Sure will.
Thank you.
Take care, bud. Bye-bye.
Right. Okay.
I don't know what happened to Bill.
Yeah.
That's a little worrying.
You're not showing up on the day. Oh man, that's
I'll have to ask Rick for Bill's cell phone number.
Oh, okay. You just emailed him?
I haven't yet, but I'm going to text him.
Okay, I find a way to upload overlays that doesn't go full screen.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So that's what we're gonna do here with this. I'm just uploading right now. See?
Oh yeah. Can you move it? Like, can
No,
is that?
I have to save this as an image without a background. So I need to place it in the right place so I can move it slightly up. So it's a bit kind of a try a little bit. So
I think if you just put it like right in the bottom corner.
On the bottom?
Yeah. Because then you're not going to cut off somebody's head that way. Yes.
Yeah, the only issue I was thinking was like if I have, for example, showing the name, and I can have the name and the website.
I wouldn't be too worried about that. I think the names are good to start, but I don't think you need to have the names throughout.
Okay.
So you can put the website in at different spots throughout.
Okay.
If you want.
Yeah, I'll play with that. Yeah, I just wish that everything was on one panel here. Like you have brand and you have banners. And overlay should be not on brand. It should be like a separate thing. Anyway, that's me being okay. I'm playing around with that.
So do you want to practice the opening?
Sure.
So let's just pretend we were at the opening here. So you start to share the countdown. So you're going to go from that into the countdown video.
Yeah. So I'm just have to have it open here. The screen is already sharing, so I wonder if I.
Okay, so you need to.
I just need to make sure that I click on the thing here.
Yeah, so you want.
Okay, let me do it again.
Go back and do it again.
Okay. Maybe I'll. Maybe I'll add a couple seconds to the video in black so that I can start here and then come here and just remove the. Kind of wonder if I click here, what happened. Yeah, no, I have to remove the overlay. Yeah. Okay. Let me see. Okay. That works.
Things you can just fast forward to, yeah. Welcome everybody to Roast Mauricio Night.
I was a delayed listening. I was trying to pay attention here. That is every night here in my house. That's it. Oh, it's so funny, man. Thomas yesterday, what was it? After supper, some people was like texting me, whatever, for my birthday and blah blah blah, and then Thomas wanted to play, and I was, Thomas, just give me a minute here, and then Thomas turns to me and go, Daddy, what is more important, me or your birthday? Oh man, like he like that kid, man, like he is like he's a smart guy. Oh,
that's awesome. That's so funny.
Except that he's 7. Boy. Okay, I guess this works. So this is good.
Yeah. So I want to. In a minute we're gonna end the broadcast, and then I'm gonna Zoom you, and I'm going to show you how to set up the broadcast for next week.
Okay, perfect.
Okay, so you can go ahead and click End Broadcast in the top right corner, and then I'll Zoom you in just a second.